Hey everyone, welcome to Critical Essay Writing. I am Tammy Wolinsky. I'm an English instructor at the School of Foundational Learning. And I'm going to take you through a process, not a formula, but I'm going to take you through a process for critical essay writing that may help you feel less challenged when you're writing. I do want to preface, this is in no way a formula. This is in no way in place of essay writing or practice or feedback with your instructors, but it is a process of thinking that may allow you to engage a little bit with the topics that you get. As a little bit of a background, the critical essay is one of two pieces of writing that you have to complete on your diploma exam or your equivalency exam. It tends to be the more challenging type of writing for students, probably because it's really an assessment of your level for college readiness or university readiness. It's much more formal than what you might be used to practicing throughout your high school career. And it just tends to give students a little bit more anxiety than other types of writing. So hopefully this will allow you to at least begin the process so you feel a little bit more comfortable. So let's start at the beginning. What you'll notice with the critical essay topic is that the topic is framed as a discussion. So it might sound something like, discuss how individuals respond to adversity, or discuss an individual's response to fear and foresight. The challenge of the critical essay is that the exam writers know that if they give you a statement as opposed to a question, you're going to have a hard time anchoring your mind around what that might be. So the key for the exam and the key for critical essay writing is to allow yourself some time to think. So the two examples that I just gave you, there's no way that I could put pen to paper and start writing without allowing myself to think a little bit. And what students tend to do is they pick up a pen or they start typing and they respond to the task and they're thinking as they're writing. And you're penalized for that on the exam. The exam markers want to know that you've spent some time thinking about the task before you've written anything, and that when you start writing, you have an idea of where you want to start and where you want to finish. So let's take this first example. It sounds like, discuss the effects of adversity on an individual. Let's imagine that that's the question. The first thing that you always want to do is you want to highlight for yourself, and I really encourage you to use a highlighter or pens. I don't want you to just do this in your mind. I want you to take the task, and I always want you to find the subjects within the task. So years ago, the diploma writers were more kind to us, and they used to ask us about one subject. They might say, discuss an individual's response to, adversity. The one subject within that task is adversity. And the only thing you had to write about for your entire essay was adversity. Now what the exam writers are doing is they tend to incorporate multiple subjects. So it might sound like, discuss the interplay between fear and foresight. And suddenly you have two subjects, fear and foresight. And the markers of the exam, or us, the instructors, we are, before you even put pen to paper, we're evaluating whether or not you can find the subjects within the task. So what I encourage you to do is, whether there's one subject, two subjects, sometimes there's even three subjects, I want you, before you have to think about anything, I just want you to circle or highlight what those subjects are. They tend to be nouns. So if we go back to, parts of speech, nouns are people, place, things. In this case, it's going to always be ideas. So you're going to be asked about honor, or you might be asked about courage, or you might be asked about heroism, or you might be asked about adversity, or self-perception. All of these are ideas. And the key before you begin writing, and it probably would take you just 5 minutes just for that, is to highlight and circle those ideas within the task.